Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com, and today we're taking a look at Ethno World 6 Complete Part 1, where we're going to explore Ethno World's instruments. Ethno World 6 is the latest update to the Ethno World's libraries. They've been growing and continuously improving them for the last 16 years. With the 6th edition here, Ethno World adds 13 additional gigabytes with 80 new instruments and voices. Ethno World is the passion project of award-winning film composer Marcel Barsotti. As you might guess, Marcel is an avid collector of instruments from around the world and has additionally recorded a wide choice of solo voices and choirs from varying cultures. Now, Ethno World 6 Complete consists of two separate contact player instruments, Ethno World 6 Instruments and Ethno World 6 Voices. Together, Ethno World Complete clocks in at 22 gigabytes. The library contains 320 instruments and voices with nearly 800 contact presets. The sample set come from recording over 70 musicians and singers from around the world. Those who own Ethno World 5, there is a upgrade for just $159 US. Ethno World 6 Complete with both the instruments and the voices sells for $449. You could pick up the libraries from Best Service. Before we dig in, I want to announce Sample Library Review's March Madness Sample Library Giveaway. We're going to be doing random drawings giving away libraries from Orange Tree Samples, Sound Iron, Impact Soundworks, 8DO, and more. For more details, I'll be sure to include a link in the description below, or just head over to SampleLibraryReview.com/mad. In this video, we're going to take a look at Ethno World 6 instruments, and then in the next day or two, I'll be releasing another video just focused on the Ethno World 6 voices. Ethno World 6 instruments library is divided into bowed instruments, gamelan orchestra, gongs, bells, and medals, key instruments, string instruments, woodwinds and brass, world drums, and world percussion. As you can see, many of the sample sets for each of the instruments contain a range of tempo-synced loop performances and selections for tonality, as well as multi-sampled instruments and instrument effects. Now, the majority of the samples play back with real depth, presence, and liveliness, and the inclusion of multi-sample, phrase, licks, and additional noises for NKIs, this really lends itself to bringing music to life with this as a complete toolkit for a majority of these instruments. I even found the scripted legato for the instrument to be quite playable once you assign a MIDI CC and adjust the parameters, especially this velocity control and your legato and humanization. did find the difference from one articulation dynamic level to the next to be a little jumpy. So on some of these instruments, you'll probably want to work with some of those performance controls and velocity to get the playback to sound more realistic. There's more functionality and effects and whatnot. You can learn more about those in the official videos. I'll include links to those in the description below. But the one thing that jumped out at me here, well, the two things I should say, is the ability to do micro tuning, and it comes with several presets. This is incredibly powerful for world instruments. And then you've got a really nice, surprising set of IRs and rooms to choose from. I found these were really pleasant with the sample set. Now, the pros, this is a huge collection of really nice sounding world instruments for contact. The instruments offer multi-samples, tempo sync loops, and licks, which really give you a well-rounded arsenal of tools to create a very lifelike and realistic performance. Another big pro here is this IDB info panel. And this is like an education in world instruments, as it gives you a little photo and geographic origin for the instrument, also a little description, as well as a summary of how the instrument might work with different key ranges and whatnot. Now, I normally don't get so excited about scripted legato, but for these instruments, it really packs a punch. I was really impressed with the playability after using all the available adjustments and assigning some MIDI CCs. Now, on the cons, some of the instruments, they just don't stand up next to the playability of dedicated premium libraries. For instance, in Ethno World 6 instruments, you're not going to be able to, craft and create your own expressive original Uru lines. Another thing I thought is that it was kind of inconsistent, the set of NKIs, articulations, loops, and whatnot, from one instrument to the next. Now, the second contact player instrument in the Ethno World 6 collection is Ethno World 6 Voices. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, you're going to need to tune back in for a separate video on that. But in the meantime, feel free to click through to the link in the description below for the full written review, as well as demos and any other official videos or other review videos that we find about the instrument. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you utilizing world instruments in some of your scores? And what kind of stuff are you creating? Is Ethno World 6 something you're looking into? Have you used any of the previous versions of this collection? Comment in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com.